Hi, my name's Graham, and I study Contemporary Lens Media at Lincoln University. Now, Contemporary Lens Media really is just a convoluted way of saying I studied the finer points of film and photography production and how to make enticing, aesthetically pleasing pieces of media. Which, when you get past that, is a really convoluted way of saying I like films and photography. Now, I'm sure many of you will be coming to the same position which I was when you leave university, which is you're leaving, you have a vast amount of knowledge, and you don't have much experience in the real world. Which really is the plight of every graduate ever, unless you've actually managed to get some sort of work placement through your course. To those who have yet to graduate, that is a very good thing to do, you should go do that. Which meant I entered into the world of work, creative in film and photography, and I have a fine art background myself, and found that really the job opportunities weren't there. But shockingly, that hasn't disheartened me. I've basically spent 2 years doing what I would advise every graduate to do, apart from obviously applying for an absolute pile of jobs, and that's trying to get as much experience as possible. When I left university, I started doing video blogs on YouTube. I managed to keep my film craft going by making short films with friends. I made sure to take up volunteer opportunities. I worked at Lincoln City Radio, which is a community radio station. I also worked with Gainsborough Health Watch. And basically in my years since graduating, I've learned that you should just grasp every opportunity you're handed, because you may never get another opportunity. But it's the way which has seemed to work for me up to this point. Since December of last year, I launched my own company with a little bit of help from the Prince's Trust. So now I have a website where I sell t-shirts and designs which I make in my spare time. Basically, in the past 2 years, I've made myself a jack of all trades. And that's basically what most graduates need to do right now, is that they need to just diversify their range of what they want to do. You should never lose sight of your main goal, but you can always just push past that and do something else for a while. There's a mentality which comes with graduating, which you kind of fall into after a few months of being a graduate, which is that if you don't receive a job, or you don't get any replies from the jobs which you've applied for within the first few months, then your life is over and you failed at everything, and you've wasted 2 to 3 years at university and spent thousands of pounds at being at university and gained nothing. When in reality, a lot of people don't get a job in the field they graduated in for the first year. I'm coming up to 2 years and I still haven't found a consistent job within that field. But the way I've kept going is by basically marketing myself as a creative, marketing myself as a media machine, which I am. I've pushed myself to do everything, and that's what you gotta do. I've taken up every kind of freelance work which was even slightly related to the job which I want to do, because it's experience and it's doing something. You never know what it might lead to. There's basically 3 points you want to work on whilst you're a graduate. I say whilst you're a graduate, it's not like anyone can actually take your degree away from you once you've ascertained it. The first one is getting as much experience as you can. If you're still in university and you can still gain experience whilst in education, do it. Just go out and do it. You can do things for free, it doesn't matter. You're still in the nice cocoony nest of what university is. The second point is networking, and I don't mean networking with your friends, I mean networking with people who are older than you. One of the most valuable things I've learned was working at a community radio station where everyone who I worked with was about the age of 40 to 60. So they'd all been in their industry, were probably the top of their industry, and all had networks to everyone else, and through that I managed to get myself a bunch of freelance work. And the final lesson is don't turn down anything. Consider every single option which is open to you, and explore them. Also, I'd advise growing a magnificent beard. That helps. You'd be surprised how much having a beard helps. And if you can't grow a beard, get a false beard. Because everything's better with a beard. But I hope this gives you some insight into who I am and what I do, and maybe gives you a little bit of advice of what to do when you come to graduation. Because understandably, the world's a big scary place, but it's a little less scary if you've been prepared about being in that big scary place. Talk to you guys later.